What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be doing another video on me making loops. I've been dropping weeklies lately, so I just thought it'd be fun to show you guys how I cook up some of the loops I've been in my weeklies and just show you my process and how I break things down and steps I take in making loops. So yeah, let's get right into it. I started recording this. I already made this melody before, but I just decided to start recording it now. And also, I apologize because I haven't uploaded a video in a couple weeks, and for real, it's just been like I have to adjust to busier schedules. I'm a young guy. I'm still in school, and it just started for me, so I gotta adjust to that. But schedules have been adjusted, figuring things out. So I'm gonna be back on the grind, be consistent and all that. So, but yeah, basically, like I said, I already made that melody, and now usually when I start out with a simple bass melody, and I just go ahead and layer it off of that. With keys, like I have starting out with this, I usually add bass notes, like I have down here, just something simple to hit all the frequencies. You don't want anything too monotone. Normally when I make loops, I like to hit all the frequencies. That being on, like, if you look at an EQ, you'll see sounds ranging from all the way to the highest to the lowest end. So I just added some other chords and a pad, and now I got some ideas. I'm about to add an ARP, and then I'm gonna see if this is gonna work. I'm gonna add just like a little another key to layer the one that I already have, just to give it a little more feeling. But I'm just gonna have the chords for this one. I'm not gonna include the extra notes. Maybe just that. Alright, I'm gonna add an ARP now. With a lot of my loops, I like to add some sort of ARP, whether that be like a sound or a preset that's already arpeggiated, or if I go and arpeggiate a certain sound myself. I just think that ARPs add a unique layer to melodies, and whether I use them or not in my melodies or loops that I make, I always like to include them just because it adds something unique and something that you don't hear all the time. And ARPs, personally, I think ARPs are some of the most fun things to work with, especially if you got a good sounding one. Alright, so I'm making the bass. Usually the bass is the last thing I make when making a loop, and I just follow the root notes of the chords that I'm using. Always make sure, just like your 808s, you got your sub basses in key, you know, in key with the root note and chords and whatnot. Starting a lead right now. I want to make this a little more like, I don't want to say jumpy, but like have a little more action going on than most leads. Most leads I make, I just have like just a couple notes across like 4 bars or whatever. But that one I want to make more unique, have more variety of notes. Alright, so this is how I lay out my loops. Normally I have everything at the start, I take out a sound, and then I keep the melodies, but remove the sub bass, and then I just stem it out like that. Alright, moving on to loop 2. I just played this on my keyboard, and I'm in the process of laying it out right now. So probably going for like a not necessarily dark, but more like a movie trailer type vibe, if that makes any sense. We're gonna have some orchestra, hard-hitting piano chords, whatnot. Something that sounds like you could be in a movie. So I think I'm gonna throw some reverb on it. Maybe an EQ or something. I'll put some effects on it, make it sound really cinematic. Randomize it and randomize and strum it to make it sound better, sound more fluid. And this is where all the good stuff starts coming. We'll add the strings and maybe another piano. We'll see where it takes us. Some other key or something. Yeah, normally what I do for if I have loops like this that are really cinematic, I have two different channels for strings. Normally I have one that's like a lower frequency that kind of has like a simple melody going, and then I have a higher frequency one that's very simple and has, you know, very few notes, but it really just focuses on bringing out the higher frequencies. So that's normally what I do when I have strings, is I have one channel that focuses on lower and it has more volume to it, and then one that focuses on higher frequencies and has less volume to it. Oh yeah, and then also something I do is I'll throw in like a little vocal to kind of focus on the higher frequencies as well, but in cases where I have like a verse or something or a bridge or whatever, and I'm not having the high pitched string frequencies playing, normally I'll pair the high frequency strings with the vocal sound. So then when I take the high frequency strings out, I still have another high frequency instrument playing but it's a little more tucked back, so it's not as upfront. It's more of a background type channel rather than an upfront type thing. So it's good to have for verses and whatnot and bridges, and it mixes well with the strings in most cases. said before, low volume, high frequency, for the high pitched strings. When I say low volume, I don't mean as in how loud it is. I mean volume as in how complex it is. So low volume, low complexity, high volume, high complexity. It's basically just how many notes and how much stuff I have going on. So low volume just means low complexity, and that's what I have going on here. I'd say even this is a little more high volume than what I'd normally do for a loop like this, but it's not too much. So I think I have enough tracks here. I think I'll just mix it, just do some quick leveling, nothing crazy. You're not gonna go through a whole mixing process or anything, but just adjust the volumes on the tracks, and then I'll just lay it out, stem it out, and all that, and we'll be done. Coming up in my next video, I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a video about DJ Khaled's album, God Did. So I wouldn't exactly say it's a review. I mean, I'm going to talk about some of the songs on it, but it's going to be about one thing specifically, and I have some really good plans for that. So make sure you stay tuned, and thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.